Hello, everyone. My name is Swamp, and welcome back to another TikTok Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a good day. Been appreciating all the good FBI, Trump, Mar-a-Lago memes that have been going around online. There's been a few good ones. I found some good ones from the Right Can't Meme page. They actually post some pretty good stuff on there. It seems to backfire on them. I don't know. So today we're gonna do. First of all, we're gonna go over Josh and see his. He's had 4 new gender inclusive tips since the last time he's been on the channel, and I haven't listened to any of them yet. I just went to his page and saw they were on there, and I've got them pulled up. You know, Josh is always coming in with the good gender inclusive tips. And then we're going to keep it rolling on the most annoying TikToker. I've got some new competitors. Last time we had Mole was the one that won, Mr. Fuzz99. So we'll see if anyone can dethrone him today on the most annoying YouTuber or TikToker. So they probably have YouTube too, right? I don't know. Anyway, it's time to jump right in. Buckle up. Get ready for your gender inclusive tips for the week. Oh, there's Josh. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen Josh. Oh, dang it. Switch. There we go.
Here's a queer inclusive language tip. Phrases like everyone belongs here, love.
Queer inclusive language tip. Okay. Okay. There, let me start that over again since I messed it up. Oh, come on, TikTok. Don't leave me hanging here, TikTok.
Not this, but that. Here's
There we
a
go.
queer inclusive language tip. Phrases like everyone belongs here, love is love wins are sort of empty phrases. For example, I have many relatives who will say things like love is.
What is it doing? TikTok it's having a hard time. Maybe I need to reload it.
Not this, but that. Here's a queer inclusive language tip. Phrases like everyone belongs here, love is love wins are sort of empty phrases. For example, I have many relatives who will say things like love is love and love
it wasn't
wins,
messing up. That was just shit editing on the part of Josh. I thought that it was messing up. It was just his editing was god awful.
Don't support trans youth, and they have the audacity after saying love is love to go spout a bunch of transphobic nonsense. So a couple of things. 1, back those empty phrases up with action, and 2, maybe revise that language to be really specific about what you mean when you say that. If, for example, you support trans youth, you believe trans kids when they tell us who they are, say that instead. Be clear about what you actually mean and who you actually include, because I think a lot of queer people, we know that everyone belongs isn't really for everyone. Not this, but that.
Man, the editing in that was rough. But don't you love how they always end up, give it a few years, they always end up going back on whatever their original thing was? I mean, that was the left, man, that had the love is love and acceptance, and now they say that's not a good thing to say. Don't say love is love. Oh, what are you, some kind of bigot?
Not this, but that. Here's a gender inclusive tip. People who use they, them pronouns are not theys. You refer to them by they, them, or theirs pronoun.
What?
I think the problem for me is that when I hear people say things like, oh, Josh is a they, is that you're trying to reduce my entire experience with gender down to the pronouns that I use, which ultimately just feels really reductive. Not this, but that. Here's a gender inclusive.
Wait, so now you're not supposed to use their pronouns? Is that what I'm getting out of this? We're not supposed to use the pronouns now. I'm just confused. I'm not sure what. All right, one more time, Josh. One more time.
Tip. People who use they, them pronouns are not theys. you refer to them by they, them, or theirs pronoun. I think the problem for me is that when I hear people say things like, oh, Josh is a they, is that you're trying to reduce my entire experience with gender down to the pronouns that I use, which ultimately just feels really reductive. Not
well,
this,
then don't
but
put
that.
them in your
Here's a
bio. What do you mean it feels reductive? See, this is what happens when they start to get what they want, because they're winning on a lot of fronts, and people are starting to use these pronouns, and they care about using the pronouns, and now that's just not good enough.
Not this, but
Why is TikTok messing up?
not this, but that. Here's a gender inclusive tip. Instead of relying on no.
Okay, I've never had this happen before. Come on, TikTok. Don't let me down. I mean, you let me down every time I get on it, but you know what I mean.
Inclusive tip. Instead of relying on no nuanced takes like gender is a social construct or gender is fake.
This one just doesn't want to play. Man, this is a tough start for our TikTok Tuesday. TikTok's on to me. They know what I'm doing now.
That. Here's a gender inclusive tip. Instead of relying on no nuanced takes like gender is a social construct or gender is fake, instead recognize that while gender is a social construct, it has very real consequences that affect people's lives. For example, the pay gap. Or for example, that cisgender people regularly have access to gender affirming care while trans non-binary.
Wait, the pay gap. The pay gap is a result of pronouns. Now that's something to think about, you guys. That's a the pay gap it's purely because of pronouns. All right.
People have to fight for gender affirming care. Plus,
Why don't they just change their pronouns to get paid more? I don't know.
myriad amounts of other anti-trans legislation. So yeah, gender is socially constructed, yet its consequences, its construction through systems of power and oppression are very real. Not this, but that. Here's a gender inclusive tip.
Yes.
Instead of relying on no nuanced takes like gender is a social construct or gender is fake, instead recognize that while gender is...
Josh, you just said nothing. In that whole spiel, you said nothing. You said absolutely nothing.
Not this, but that. Here's a gender inclusive tip. When you're out and about this summer and you make an assumption about someone's gender and then you look at the clothes they're wearing and your brain goes, oh, those aren't the clothes they should be wearing. Instead of laughing or saying something to your friend or taking a photo of the person, or worse, confronting the person about why they're wearing what they're wearing, instead, you're going to mind your business. They're wearing what they're wearing because they want to wear it. Cisgender heterosexual comfort does not supersede a trans or queer person's comfort. Not this, that.
What? I couldn't even hear what this dude was saying because look at this. He's got like a grill or something. Or it's like one tooth is bedazzled. Let me see if I can get it. What is that? You see it? One tooth has... What the hell is that?
Person, or worse, confronting the person about why they're wearing what they're wearing. Instead...
There it is. What is that? Enhance. Did he stick something shiny on one tooth? Is that a thing? Is that something that people do? I mean, I know I'm out of touch, but is this a thing? Or was he like eating a burrito wrapped in aluminum foil and he ate it too fast and a piece got stuck on his tooth or something? I mean, it's definitely on the front of the tooth. He doesn't have it in any of the other videos. Right? right? Oh, he's got it in that one. Oh, God. Look at this dude. Am I only just now noticing this and he's always had it? Oh, yeah. It looks like he does. I can't tell there. It's blocked. No, he doesn't have it in this one. I don't know. It's got to be something. I don't know where the first video is that he has it. Oh, God. Buffalo Bill in here. But Josh is going to have a some makeup tutorials. So, ladies and ladies or whatever, get on there. You can check out his makeup tutorial. I don't know if it ever gets addressed. That's going to bug me now. Damn it, Josh.
Not this fat. Here's gendering.
All right, Josh. This is your last one.
Gender inclusive tip. People who use they them pronouns are not theys. You
we already went over this
by
one.
They them or theirs.
Well, Josh, that was about as helpful as it always is. I want to know what this thing called. If you notice this, groom. He has groom written on things. GRWM.
I suggest you don't fuck with.
No, get out of here. Oh, God. Why is it called groom? What's groom? Are they taking it back? They taking the word back? I guess it's a clothing company. What an unfortunate name. Groom. I don't know. Well, here's another one. It says groom. Don't you want to learn what groom is? Oh, God. Trans groom. What is groom? Someone else posted it. What is it? It must be the clothing company, I guess. Yeah, what an unfortunate name to name your LGBTQ clothing line. Groom. Okay, moving on. So what we're going to do is I've got some people picked out. And we're going to go through their channels. And then we're going to vote at the end and see if Mole is still going to be on top as far as the most annoying TikToker. If he's going to hold on to his his position. It's going to be hard to dethrone Mole, that's for sure. But man, this guy might be able to do it. This is the guy that I just found him again. He's the one that I made the video about. He's the beta male. The beta male video that I did. With that song. God, this guy, I always want to punch him in the face. Okay, here we go. Here's the first contender. His name is The Ghost. The Ghost. Leftist content creator. I think I need to refresh it. TikTok's being weird. Oh, we just got a new post, man.
Contradictions. DL666 steadily drifting into the utopia of contradictions, aka conservative TikTok. The spores are hindering our visuals, my friends, but no worries. We'll make it.
Under the First Amendment, the government must stay out of religion, but religion is not required to stay out of government. Many people...
I don't care about his reactions. Let's find the ones where he's...
Yo, I just asked if you guys think that the DOJ will indict Donald Trump.
And then this happened 6 minutes ago. FBI executes search warrant at Trump's Mar-a-Lago. Former president says, I love this. Trump declined to say why the FBI agents were at Mar-a-Lago, but the former president said that the raid was unannounced and they even broke into my safe. I went through the comment section of my last video where I asked, will the
Why does he talk like that? God, that drives me crazy.
DOJ indict this man? And a lot of y'all said no. Even my wife is saying no. She's like, the rich don't go to jail here, which is very true. But I don't know, man. Unannounced FBI warrant
annoying.
searches. Come on. Now to all the people that are saying, nah, he's not gonna get indicted, including my wife. Do y'all think now that he might get indicted? Do you think now there might be a possibility? Comment below. Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for weekly leftist.
Why does he talk like that? Why does he talk like that? And why is his face crooked? His chin, he's gone so far left, his chin goes to his left. He's made too many leftist videos, and now his chin goes to his left. I mean, what's up with that? What? And now that I've pointed it out, believe me, it's all you're going to be able to see is this guy, his chin. It points to the left.
Questions from a human to other humans. Why do some humans look at you sideways when you're being a caring and decent human being? Why is being good to your fellow human beings looked upon as weakness? Why is being different addressed as strange or weird? Why do some humans look at you different when you don't conform to the norm? And what does normal mean anyway? I don't think it costs anything to take.
Why is he acting like he's a 14-year-old who thinks he's deep, you know? What is normal anyway?
Take a moment out of your day to be a nice person. I hope you're having a good day. Know that you're loved. Know that you're thought about. Know that you're important. Do you think some human beings find it hard to be a good person?
Oh my God, this is just intolerable.
Comment below. Let us know. And if you want more content, subscribe.
Man, dude, it's brutal. Why does he talk like
that?
that?
So the DOJ is about to indict Donald Trump.
Yeah, man, the DOJ, man. God.
Trump, that's very interesting. I mean, it's warranted and it should happen. But will it? That's the question. Do y'all think he'll get charged? If so, how long is he gonna get? Comment below. Let us know. Let's start.
Imagine after all of these years, after all of these years, after like 6 years, you still think the walls are closing in. He's been moments away from an indictment since he went into office. I mean, you know what I mean, man? Man, they're going to get that Trump, man. God, this guy.
Start this conversation. And if you want more content, subscribe to the White.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's my life every day. Having Crohn's disease.
Oh, thank you for that.
Well, ladies, gents, and my non-binary friends, the nightmare has begun. U.S. officially declares the pox a public health emergency. I mean, I saw this one coming. Apparently this came out 2 months ago, and now it's just really snowballing. I think I'll be speaking for everyone. I don't think anybody wants to transition from one pandemic into another. I mean, there have already been 6,617 cases just in the United States, man. 826 in California, 257 in DC, 525 in Florida, 504 in Georgia, 134 in Massachusetts, 157 in Maryland.
Neil, and I think you might be onto something, because there's no way a real human being is like, it's happening, man. We're not even done with the last pandemic, and Man, here it comes, the pox, man. Look at it. Look at the cases, man. This is scary stuff. The nightmare continues.
Even my state of Virginia has 105.
he was present at that when they traced it all back to some like pride parade orgy thing in Europe. He was there, man. He was there with his sideways chin.
Please, if you're going out into the world, please be safe. Wear your mask. Use hand sanitizer. Sanitize anything you get, touch or buy. Sanitize it, man. Like I said, I really don't think we want to transition from one pandemic into another. Come on. Please, please, please be safe out there. Don't forget to subscribe to my YT channel. Follow. Yes, my friends, it is that time. I am entering the utopia of contradictions, also known as conservative TikTok. I'm about to start filming that, just getting my vitamins in, checking the news, seeing what kind of hell is happening in the world. Oh, and by the way, you like my shirt? Yeah, well, my wife knows what to get. Betty is my boo-boo. Sophia, that's my favorite, though.
Oh,
but yes,
man.
entering utopia contradictions again. If you
he's like combining like a Boston accent with, you know, being a Wigger. It's like he's combined them. Man, it's bad. It's bad.
If you haven't already, there's a new video right now on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. It is questions for Americans from a foreigner. Questions that shouldn't be asked in a first world country like the United States, but here we are. So wish me luck. Let me enter conservative TikTok, man. Let me tell you, the madness. I hope to see you on my YT channel, IG channel, and if why do guns have more rights in the United States than women? Why does a Beretta have more rights than my wife? Is it the fact that maybe religion controls every aspect, every corner of this country? Why do you love guns so much? What's up with the fascination and the glorification of guns here in the United States? Why is forced birth more important to Americans than healthcare and the well-being of a born child? Is there a difference in
Man, all of these things were things that even 2 or 3 years ago, if you heard someone saying this, you'd be cracking up and going, well, this is a troll, obviously. This is this is hilarious, because no one would think this is a troll. But now you actually have like people in Congress saying this. I mean, these are dark times. I mean, what is wrong with these people? Imagine actually thinking and then verbalizing the thought that a gun has more rights than a woman. What? All right, from now on, whenever I'm passing through certain states, I gotta lock her up and throw her in the trunk. You got to. I mean, that's just required. I also need my my carry permit to be out in public with her. She's not allowed to leave the house if I don't get a license to take her out. I mean, that's just common sense. It's common sense woman control, honestly, is what it is.
And children to some Americans when their shade of skin is not the preferred shade. How come some Americans are perfectly okay, are perfectly Gucci with forced birth, but are also okay with not having any federal paid maternity leave? You force women to have children now, legally, but don't offer them at least 1 year paid maternity leave, but are making them go back to work within 6 weeks, well, depending on the company you work for, and drop your children off at daycare where a stranger will raise them, while they charge you $800 for that daycare a month. How are they even getting away with this lunacy? Why do guns have...
Oh, man. It's lunacy. It's just all the tired talking points, man.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. So now that we're transitioning from one pandemic into another, that's just a joke. This is me hypothetically speaking. The monkeypox, which I'm not even going to call it by that name. My wife and I did some research. We found out that is a racist name, so I'm not going to call it that. I'm going to call it the pox. Are you telling me the pox? From what they're saying here, by the way, this is bullshit. It's spread by gay men and lesbians? By the gay community? What?
Man, look at that freeze frame. That is something else. Let's see. Do you remember? Do you remember this? This is the guy. Where?
As a beta male, not an alpha male. Beta male, yes. Beta male, beta. You a beta male? You a beta male.
Everything. Oh, good stuff, man. That's Swamp Guy. He makes funny stuff sometimes.
Beta male, beta. Not an alpha male. Beta male, yes. Beta male, beta. You a beta male? You a beta male. Not an alpha male. Beta. What a shame. Mommy's boy. As a beta male, beta. Not an alpha male. Beta male, yes. Beta male, beta. You a beta.
All right, that's enough. Oh man, look at him.
I mean, I know that conservatives go far. I know that right-wingers and conservatives really pull by every string.
He also probably thinks that HIV isn't mostly to do with... All right, I guess I don't want to get in trouble.
That they can to offend somebody, especially the people that they don't like. But this is ridiculous. I mean, in the 2 years that I've been doing this professionally, I've heard some of the craziest things from the right-wing side. But my God, man, this is embarrassing, man. For real. I mean, it really is. It really, really is. And yes, it will harm everyone if we continue with this propaganda.
You think that they think he'll explain that? That like they always say this, that it'll harm everyone if this stigma is allowed to continue, that it's mostly gay people, even though it's like 97%. But if we allow this it'll harm people. It's like how they said women will literally die because Roe v. Wade's been overturned, and you're like, citation needed, please. What do you? This will harm everyone. I also never heard lesbians being associated with monkeypox. I because remember on the news, all they've said is and the CDC and the World Health Organization, for some reason they don't want to say gay, so they say the men who have sex with men community are at high risk. Because that's different than the gay community. The men who have sex with men community.
I don't know, man. What do y'all think? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Don't forget
why does he talk like that? God.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know how I feel about this. Pelosi makes historic visit to Taiwan, escalating tensions with China. The Biden administration asked her nicely not to go, and she still did. I mean, are we purposely trying to stir up shit in the world? Are we purposely starting shit? Now China's pissed. And I don't blame them. They asked us not to do that. We don't run the world here. We're all in this world together. So if they're asking us not to do something, and if we do this thing, it'll make conflict. To not have conflict, don't do that thing. I don't know. I talked to one of my friends about this. I told her, I'm not happy about this. I do not agree with this. She should have never went. I don't care what it was about. She was asked not to go by another country. Don't do it. What do y'all think of this? Comment below. Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all my other social medias. And if you can...
Why does he talk like this? There has to be an explanation. It sounds like everything he's saying is a lie because of the way he talks. It sounds like he's lying because it sounds like he's making up this voice. And I think he has to be. Like, I think at this point it's involuntary, but it's like how, when you start saying a slang word as like a joke, but then you say it as a joke one too many times and you catch yourself actually saying that word and you're like, damn it, I actually say that now.
Bro. How do I have this many followers on TikTok, but only this many followers on YouTube? Bro, if 100,000 of you guys jumped over to my YouTube channel, my career would completely change. If you guys can and you enjoy my content.
Why is his face crooked? This guy just gets under my skin, bro. Bro.
Now, we all know the United States was built on racism. There's
yes.
no arguing this. It's pure factual history. Having said that, let me show you a video defining what I just said.
It is the most corrupt nation that I have ever covered. I've been there 25 years ago, and I've been there as recently as last year. Fine. So what? 35 years old. That's what that nation is. Now here's America, 226 years old. You love democracy? Put it there in Africa. You're trying to force these people into a system of government that you just have accepted. 30 years ago, black folk got the right to vote. You're not in any moral position to tell anybody how.
Oh, I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole.
Questions for Americans from a
We're here to see who's the most annoying. Not this
Why
other
do some
video.
Americans believe in forced birth, but don't believe in mandatory 1-year tax-paid maternity leave? Why do some Americans believe in military-style shooting drills and arming our teachers, but don't believe America should have universally tax-paid health care for everyone? Why do guns have more rights than my wife? Why do some Americans believe in work, but don't believe in tax-paid 6-week mandatory yearly vacation, which most of the world has? These are questions that we shouldn't even be asking in a first world country. Don't you agree? Drop your comments below, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for weekly leftist videos. As someone that's working hard every single day to make it in the entertainment industry, this next video that I'm gonna show you hit me so hard on a personal. Little bit of a quick announcement, I guess. Been getting together with my old guitarist from my old band. If you haven't known, I was in a professional band for like 10 years, 7 years ago. I'm actually been hanging out with him here lately, and recently, because we've been playing D&D together and stuff, but recently he's been bringing his guitar over, and we've been just jamming, playing around.
Dude,
we did the cover.
This guy.
And then
dude, you're right.
Randomly,
Vic,
we're just like, you know what, man? We haven't written songs in so long. Why don't we write some songs? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to hoping to write, a full-length album from the old band style of music, alternative metal. So if you have heard my music before, get ready to hear some new music here in the next coming year. Yes, I said year, we're still writing songs. Songs take time to write. So I'm sorry, it's not just gonna happen tomorrow. Like, yo, we got a new song. I might show you some snippets and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, little teasers here and there. If you're a fan. If you're not a fan, wait for it. It's an alternative rock, alternative metal style of singing with R&B influence, I guess. That's where the alternative in metal comes in. But yeah, I'm going to his house right now, about to write some more songs, structure them. Gonna do.
God, this guy, the way he talks. I mean, maybe that's why his chin is crooked. Someone did just punch him in the face. They just couldn't take it anymore. And they were like, dude, you have to stop talking when you're around me. I don't care if we're in the same room at the same time. You just can't talk while I'm there. And he just was like, man, well, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know, bro. And then he just punched him in the face. And then he went and made a TikTok about it. And here we are. You're now caught up to the present day.
I'm about to show you a video that scarily represents what some states are doing in the United States. Watch this.
Thank you for your patience. There's no easy way to say this, but your baby has a catastrophic brain abnormality.
What does that mean?
It means that parts of her brain...
I'm skipping these ones because we're here for him, not whatever the hell he thinks is important.
Look what I got.
Hey, he's playing straight too. Damn it. Now I want my money back.
I have not seen a game be at 4.9 stars.
All right, shut up.
Man.
I don't want to talk about Crohn's
You be the judge
disease.
of that.
A few black people in
Man,
I can't find any where he just
I go
talks.
away for a week just to calm my TikTok down. And I find out that I have hit 300,000 subscribers, man.
It's disgusting.
I can't tell you guys how thankful I am for this, how grateful I am for this.
I guess I'm part of the
3 years
problem too,
work
because I mean
nonstop,
I'm
almost
following
on
him.
a daily basis, and I want to thank you all so much for coming here and enjoying my content.
Dude, he's
This
made a
is
TikTok
dream
video
job,
almost
and
every
I'm
day.
very close to actually doing it 100%
Dude, that's-
full time. So I want to
that's hard
thank
work,
each
bro.
and every one of you for following me. Welcome to the Ghost family. Please leave a comment. Let me know if you're new here. I would love to know. Thank you all so much, and please have a good weekend, friends. Man.
Dude, can you believe he's made one TikTok video almost every day for 3 years? And talk about that grind. I mean, I got nothing on that. I mean, the amount of time it takes me to edit my videos, just the animations and stuff, that's nothing. This guy talks to his phone almost once a day. Almost once a day. Damn, dude. On the grind. Hustling. Out there hustling every day.
Good morning, my friends.
You know how hard it is
Just
to
wanted to
just hit record on your phone and just repeat what you just heard on CNN, MSNBC, or whatever you just read on the Rachel Maddow blog? It's damn, dude. Respect. Respect, dog.
Let everybody know that I'm going to be taking off about a week from TikTok because I just received this on top of my page, on top of my channel.
Oh, he looks so upset.
No
Look at
clue
him.
what this is about. Doesn't really matter. I have appealed all of them. Most of them have been restored, so I have no clue what this is about. Gonna take a week off just to calm it down. Yeah,
Look at his face.
I love y'all. Follow me on YouTube.
God, that is a face that needs to be punched. Except in Minecraft, not in real life.
I'm about to show you a pure depiction of someone that's foreign that comes to the United States.
I'm sorry, someone that's what?
Show you a pure depiction of someone that's foreign that comes to the United States.
Why are you saying it like that? But why is he saying it like that?
Lives here and realizes that, this place really isn't that good. Here is the actual depiction of that. That's
What?
literally how I live my life in the United States daily. Because being from Europe and living in the States now,
Ah. Now it makes sense. Okay. I mean, it doesn't make sense why he talks like that. It actually makes less sense why he talks like that, but it does make sense why he's such a moron politically. I get it now. I get it.
that's where your mental state goes, living here. Especially after 2016. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I tell you, it's like a Boston, and then he goes into like Ebonics sometimes. You know, I mean, it's a weird thing that he does.
Do you want to see Senator Josh Hawley from Missouri get owned? Then watch this. This will make your day.
Before I want to visit with you, Miss Maskey, but before I do, I just want to clear one thing up. Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other people.
Facts.
Those things are not mutually
Facts,
exclusive.
man.
Senator.
Facts.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about.
No, but that's a legitimate question. why are we calling it a women's rights issue if it affects all of these other people too? I mean, wouldn't that make it not a women's rights issue? Just be a rights issue? It's funny how that part of what he was saying just goes right over their head. They don't get that at all. But like, that's my point though. Why are we here with women's rights groups? As if this is something that exclusively affects women. What a weird thing to do.
About what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic.
Facts.
And it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing
Exactly.
Oh, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide.
Imagine thinking this was an own. It's so... I did a whole video on this one, or I did a whole... we talked about this on one of the live streams. I can't believe that people think this is him getting owned.
I've been making content professionally for about 2 years now, and I've thought about something. What have Republicans done since the inception of the party, since the party switch after FDR? What have they done?
Of course he believes in the party switch conspiracy theory. The party switch.
That is so good. Give me one thing. Give me one thing after the party switch that they've done that is actually good. Let me break down a couple for you. The war on drugs. Biggest crock of money-wasting dog shit ever. Republicans don't understand drugs. That most of them take drugs anyway, so they don't understand drugs.
What? Most of them take drugs? Wouldn't that mean that they would understand? What a stupid thing to say. But you're right. It's no dumber than saying that the party switch exists. But I love how they put these things on as if Republicans like if me and him were to be talking, that I would be like, no man, the war on drugs was great. What? No one likes that shit. No one likes the CIA. No one likes the DEA. No one likes the FBI. Why do they act like they have a corner on not liking government overreach? I mean, they certainly don't have the corner on that. I mean, if you're someone who actually believes in small government and freedom and liberty for people, not the kind that they say because they don't actually believe in it. They think the government taking care of you is freedom, which I never understood how you could be for big government and not. But anyway, it's I actually believe in that stuff. So I think that when the government does stuff like that, it's bad. It's bad news. I don't like it. We should shrink the government. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
And I'm talking about just the hardcore drugs. You know which ones I'm talking about. Do y'all think that people just stand there like, cocaine, but to have some fun? Yeah, 10% of them. 90% of people that get offered drugs or find drugs is because of a reason of something or as some kind of an event that happened in their life that made them take or start taking those drugs. So instead of fighting the war on drugs, or let me rephrase that, taking these people to jail for personal issues, take them to rehabilitation centers. Centers where they can actually get help. Because most people that take drugs don't just take them because they want to. They take them because something...
Oh, yeah, Vic. That was his first video today. That's what he said. He was super happy about the FBI raid.
Happened. What else we got? Reaganomics, or as the Republicans, right-wingers, and conservatives know, trickle-down economics. Another biggest pile of crock of dog shit. Because of trickle-down economics, I now as a millennial cannot buy a house. None of us can. Thanks, Republicans. That's your fault. But after the party switch, give me something that Republicans, conservatives, and right-wingers have done for this country that's good. Give it to me. I'd love to hear it, because there are none. It is time to dismantle this party. It is time to completely eradicate it. Make a new party, because this party wants nothing but to harm the small people. That's...
Hey, at least we're on the same page. I mean, shouldn't he love the new right? Because we want to take over the Republican Party. Get those old pieces of shit out of here. Let's get the Marjorie Taylor Greens in there. Come on, that's But I have a feeling he doesn't like that. I'm pretty sure he likes the old Republicans better than that. I want more DeSantis. Let's do that. Man, dude, this guy's videos are hard to get through. Let's do one more, and we'll go on to the next person.
That's all they want. That is their main goal, control. That is what they want. Even though every time they make something, we take 17 steps back. They don't care. Oh, we took 17 steps back? Yeah, well, I have power, though. I don't care about these people. I have power. That is Republican 101. But tell me something that Republicans have done that's good after the party switch. I'd love to know. Comment your thoughts below. And don't forget to...
Well, of course I can't do that because there was no such thing as a party switch. What is wrong with this guy's face? Why is it sideways? I just don't... Good Lord.
A woman got pulled over in Texas, and I believe personally that every woman should start doing exactly what this woman did.
Story
Pregnant
again.
woman in Texas argues fetus is a passenger after getting a $275 HOV lane ticket. That's what you get, conservatives.
Why do they think this is a gotcha? Man, I just don't understand this.
Fetuses, they're alive, right? That's what y'all think. Fetuses are humans. So pregnant women...
Well, fetuses are alive. I mean, that's never been contested. What the hell is this guy talking about?
Women, they get pulled over at HOV lanes and get tickets for them? Nah, man. There's HOV 2 right here. Right here, baby. There's a human in here. Remember, conservatives, that's what y'all believe. So, naturally, in Texas, that ticket...
God, this guy is so annoying.
Should be dropped. Right? I mean, this is y'all's theory. The fetus is a living...
Here, let me break this down for you. This mental powerhouse over here. There needs to be people sitting in more than one seat. How about that? Does that work better for you? I mean, I don't know. What do you want? I don't care. What is the point of this? When I heard this story, I was like, this is so stupid. It does nothing about it makes sense. Oh, well, you say that it's the fetus is alive, so therefore it's two people in this car. Are you fucking stupid? Get out of here.
Thing. So that ticket should be dropped. I think that this is incredible. Trolling conservatives, Republicans, and right-wingers like that literally makes my whole fucking month. Do you think this ticket should be dropped? Comment below. Let me know. If you enjoy the content, please support it.
Oh, God, this is so stupid. It's like when they were acting like it was a gotcha to be like, well, if it's a fetus, then he should have to be paying child support from the time that her pregnancy is confirmed. Okay. Am I supposed to... Was I supposed to go, oh, shit, you got me on that one? I mean, what? What? It's just stupid arguments. I mean, isn't it when you get you get charged if you end up killing a pregnant woman, you get charged with 2 counts anyway. So I mean, it's not like this is like a novel idea that they just came up with. This is the same idea that's existed this whole time. I love this. It's just like, oh, look, there was 2 people in the car. Listen, you know damn well that that's not how the HOV lane works. You're either lying or you have Down syndrome. Just get out of here, all right? I don't need to hear this. Okay, so that's number 1. The Ghost. The one, the only. The next one. Fifi, a transgender comedian. So, I'm expecting this to be funny. Oh, God. Oh, TikTok's being weird for some reason today. Here we go.
I often hear trans men say stuff like, boy, do I really miss the ladies' room. It's so much cleaner in there. Do you know how much I miss about being a man? Fucking goose egg. All the trans men I know are really dapper, put together.
Oh, no, I agree. I think carpool lanes are stupid anyway. But yeah, I mean, if we have them. I drive in them by myself, so.
Gentlemen, but the cis men, shit. Their lives are nasty, brutish, and short, and they smell like bad chicken. When I first started transitioning, all the women I know were like, I have so many clothes and shoes I don't use anymore. Let me give them to you, yay! And I all had this leftover male clothing, like really nice suit jackets. I couldn't give it away! Even when I would tell my friends, like, look, you don't have to meet me anywhere, just tell me the place where you'll be, and I'll come and give this stuff to you. And they're like, I don't know if I can make it work out. You can't help these fucking bums! I often hear trans men say stuff.
This was an accidental cell phone, Fifi. They were trying to be nice to you and say, listen, I really don't want to wear something that you have worn before. That's what they wanted to say, but they were being nice. It has nothing to do with whether they like suits or not. It has to do with they go, see, I've seen you and I know you, and I just wouldn't feel right wearing something that you've worn before. I know you cleaned it, whatever. No, I can't do it.
Do you have any idea how much anti-abortion propaganda I was forced to swallow growing up? More than fucking milk. And they made us drink a lot of fucking milk. And right now, reproductive rights are under attack. Fuck, they're more than under attack. They're getting slammed like the Hulk in the first Avengers movie. And it's not just women's rights either. I'm not a trans man, but I would imagine being a man forced to carry a pregnancy you don't want is, I don't know, a tad dysphoric, would you suppose? I want to share a list of resources you can use to help. You can go to PlannedParenthoodAction.org to learn how you can safely and legally procure an abortion. Also, you need to know what the president is doing to help. Biden has ordered the HHS and the FDA to ensure access to mifepristone across the country. That's a pill that can end your pregnancy. And he's protecting the right of people to legally travel to other states to safely procure an abortion. But not everybody can afford to do that, so if you can donate to the National Network of Abortion Funds. 80% of Americans believe abortion should be legal. That's a fucking few! But there's a lot that you can do to help out, and we need you right now. Do you have any idea how much...
Talk about the mother of all misleading statistics, but, hey. This is a comedian, by the way. Are you laughing yet?
So here's the difference between dating men and women. Women are like all the movies nominated for the Best Picture Oscar. Men are like a dumb comedy from the 90s. Women are like a movie that's deep and multifaceted and brilliant, but it's fucking long and complicated. Whereas men are a dumb comedy from the 90s. Is it stupid? Yup. Is it gonna say something terrible? Oh yeah. But I wanna watch it. I'm a grown woman. Why do I wanna watch it? So here's the difference between dating men and women. Women are like all the movies nominated. I feel so bad for my first boyfriend post-transition, because I never got a girl childhood. I didn't get to go to prom, I never got asked to a middle school dance, and a boy never gave me a Valentine. And you know who's making up for all that? You, buddy boy. I don't know what you have planned for my birthday, but it better be fucking brilliant! Because you've got 35 years of boy memories to erase. By the way, is any of this fair? No. But it's what it is, goofball. I feel so bad for...
Man, this person has gigs coming up if you guys want to go see their amazing stand-up.
I had no idea how terrible men are on dating apps. My girlfriends tried to warn me, and I'm like, oh, how bad can it be? Everybody's a reasonable person. Then I became a woman on Tinder, and I was like... By the way, I want to tell you a little something about a woman's hormones. Because sexists believe that a woman's hormones make her go crazy 4 days of the month. But what they really are is a divine message from God about how stupid all the men in her life are. Ladies, we walk around in a stupor most of the time going, I sure do love my boyfriend. But then the hormones hit you and you're like, this piece of shit. He's 40 years old and he wants something casual. I had no idea how terrible men are on dating.
Is Fifi trying to make us believe that Fifi has a period? Is that what's going on here? Sure. This is YouTube. So yes, actually Fifi does have a period.
The degree to which I want Gen Z to like me is just embarrassing. I'm like
that is the first true thing that you've said in any of these videos. I 100% believe that. Someone in a state of arrested development desperately wants the younger generation to like them. That is 100% true.
Trying to learn your slang. I'm standing in front of the mirror with a cute outfit on, being like, looks like somebody got dripped on. Can you guys just say I'm cool? Please, can you just do it? Just do it. Even leave a comment saying I'm a shit-sucking millennial. I'm still gonna be like, they paid attention to me! I think this is because I transitioned late-ish in life. I'm like, I gotta start being a woman in my mid-30s. I start there? In Hollywood? The degree to which I want Gen Z to
Man, of course this person lives in Hollywood, and actually, this probably kills in Hollywood. They probably think this is hilarious.
Get off your buns and save democracy! Some of us live in Wisconsin where elections come down to 1% of the vote. One dude...
Oh, well, I guess Fifi didn't always live in Hollywood. Fifi used to live in Wisconsin.
Also, Republicans are literally trying to undermine our democracy. I have semi-regular panic attacks about that, so we won't think about it too long. But ensuring that Democrats win the governorship and Senate races in places like Wisconsin is our way to protect the presidency. And if you're like, well, Fifi, what can I do? Well, what you can do is... Raging Anarchy! But seriously, you can donate to the Wisdems, because...
Man, can you believe the comic stylings of Fifi? This is comedy gold. I mean, did you see that? Watch.
Senate races in places like Wisconsin is our way to protect the presidency. And if you're like, well, Fifi, what can I do? Well, what you can do is... Raging Anarchy! But seriously, you can donate to the Wisdom...
You see, that part was the comic relief. And now we're serious after that. But that was the funny.
Because Senate races have national consequences. There's a link in my bio that will help you do that. These times can be really scary, but I feel like I'm sticking it to the man when I find ways to help out.
I mean, that is true. This is a conundrum here. So this is a man dressed as a woman. But the attempts at comedy make me believe that it is a real woman. That's a it's hard to square that one. You would think a man would be just accidentally funnier than this.
Okay, one thing I love that millennials do is we'll learn a piece of Gen Z slang, write some dork-ass article about it, and instantly make it uncool. Remember chuggy? That word existed for like 30 seconds, and then we were like, Gen Z is calling millennials chuggy. Here's how to determine if you... We have industrialized old people lameness, and I love it. And you know what, Gen Z? We're gonna keep doing it. Because if I have to be old and uncool, so does everybody. And we're going to walk hand in hand in lameness into the icy bosom of death. Okay, one thing I love that millennials do.
You know, a lot of people have done the, watching female comedians until I laugh. And you just never laugh. You know, watching female comedians till you laugh challenge. I think what we should do on this one is watching transgender comedians until we laugh. I think that's what the direction we need to be going with this channel.
I'm performing on the Netflix Comedy Festival here in LA.
Okay, never mind. Though that's not a joke from Fifi. That's just hilarious. Of course this person is performing at the Netflix Comedy Festival. Oh, man. That caught me off guard. Of course, Fifi is performing at the Netflix Comedy Festival. Oh, that's gold. Does Fifi get credit for that? I don't think so.
I'm performing on the Netflix Comedy Festival here in LA on May 1st at 1 p.m. and it's free. What? It's free, but you do have to reserve a ticket, and you can find a link to it in my bio. I'll be performing on a show called West Hollywood Brunch with Willem in Alaska for RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm performing on the Netflix Comedy Festival. Did you know trans women can breastfeed? And this is great news because I always wanted to breastfeed, but I thought like my dry tits would give the kid an eating disorder. Kid just grows up and he's chronically sucking down the nozzles at Yogurtland, and I just have to be like, sorry, that one's my bad. Also, you might not know this about trans women. Our tits are really far apart. And I would have fun with that. I would just have a baby on each tit in the middle of a door jam and be like, look at her go. She can breastfeed 2 babies in 2 different rooms. It's Ripley's, believe it or not. Did you know trans women can breastfeed? And this is...
Holy shit. Damn. Damn. Yeah, okay.
I'm Poppet, the saddest orphan in the world. I was to be adopted yesterday, but then my parents died. They were incinerated in a car crash on the drive to the orphanage to pick me up. The policeman said 'twas my fault. I'm Poppet, the sad...
I mean, this is a completely different kind of annoying from Mr. Ghost. But I don't know which one's worse. Wow.
When I'm in a women's bathroom in a red state, I take a dump without flushing. I'm vengeance. When I'm in a women's bathroom in a red state, I got a date for my facial feminization surgery. Oh, Peter.
Oh, you're telling me that everything we've seen was post-surgery? Damn.
My face, carving my skull. That's what I do to make myself hot. Actually, I don't even mean that because I really believe part of the reason this is happening for me is I decided I was beautiful enough without it. And I know that because I've been hooking up left, right, and center, and I don't mind telling you. I've been going to a lot of those Bible studies where they tie people up, and some of the most gorgeous people want to ponder Leviticus with me. Also, I learned that I'm bisexual, so I got that going for me. I told my parents that, and they're like, oh geez, our trans kid is bisexual. How are we gonna adjust? I got a date for my facial feminization surgery.
Dude, what? The world has just gone on without me. The world has left me behind. I have no idea what's going on anymore. I mean, this is something to behold. I mean, I'm willing to make fun of someone about, those ridiculous political beliefs, like with the ghost, and willing to just, have a tit for tat back and forth on that. But this, I mean, what? What is, I don't know, man.
I want to talk to all the trans kids out there for a second, or any kids who think you might be trans. I read what the Texas Attorney General said today, and it just, things like that are really scary.
How did Fifi's face look better before the surgery? Right, I'm not saying I'm buying her a drink at the bar or anything, but am I wrong? The first videos we saw were, yeah, there was something really bizarre about that. but sure.
Scary, and they're really, really, really sad. And I just felt compelled to share today to you kids that I'm from a place like that too, a bad place. And I just wanted to say that
did you see that? Fifi was trying to force the tears there. Man, luckily Fifi's out in Hollywood, because did you see that acting? Watch.
Just things like that are really scary, and they're really, really, really sad. And I just felt compelled to share today to you kids that I'm from a place like that too, a bad place.
Here we go. Watch.
And I just wanted to say that, like, I'm an adult, and I'm a trans woman.
Acting
and
talent.
I really, really like my life, and I'm not saying that to be like, oh, look at me. I'm saying that because I want you to know that you can get away from a bad place. You can get away from bad people, and you can.
Oh, look, there it goes again.
You can build a life for yourself. It's really beautiful, and you can be around
It's so
people
fake.
and who really, really love you and are happy to see you for who you really are. And I just this.
Oh
this
my
is
God, this video is 3 minutes long. All right, Fifi, oh look, Fifi's about to cry or sneeze. I don't know. It's so bad. It's so
It
fake.
just break my heart, and I want you to know that.
This is the kind of
So after
acting.
watching Los
This is the kind of acting that gets you on a Netflix special, apparently.
Angeles defeat Cincinnati, I can only conclude that the people of Middle America really lack the grit and determination to play the sport of football. They don't seem to value hard work and are really of a much softer stuff than us Californians. Furthermore, I don't think they love America enough to play the sport of football, and I suggest they stick to gentler, weaker activities. By the way, if you follow me and you don't care about sports, the city of Chinese just beat Middle America at the thing they love the most. Enjoy it. So after watching Los Angeles defeat Holy fuck, am I glad I don't have to use the boys' shitter anymore, you guys? The ladies' room at my job, it smells like Nilla wafers. In the ladies' room, wonderful things happen. Like if your building has crappy soap, a lady will buy nice soap, and then everybody has nice soap. You know what you got in the men's room? You got piss everywhere. Let me ask the men out there an honest question. Are you not but swine, content to clump your hooves around in fetid urea salts? Are ya? Holy fuck, am I glad I don't have to use the boys' shitter anymore, you guys?
Dude, this is trans comedy. I'm sorry, I don't have much commentary to add because I'm just wow. I try not to watch the videos in advance. I pick people based on like 2 or 3 videos. And so I haven't seen these, and holy shit, man.
So after watching Los Angeles, holy welcome to the Trans Girl Kitchen. Today we're serving pickles over the sink, a spoonful of hot sauce, licking a dollop of mustard directly off the plate, a disorderly large tub of froyo, 2 avocados at once that you pray turn into tits, and dunking your head in a pile of salt like Tony Montana. Welcome to the Trans.
I see why Fifi moved to California to become a comedian.
They try to make me go to rehab, I said. They try to make me go to rehab, I said.
Man, dude, what?
I'm performing live stand-up. This Saturday, the 22nd, you can see me at the Comedy Store here in LA. Make sure to go to the original room and tell them you're here to see Fifi. I'm performing live stand-up. This is a Trans Agenda update. We have successfully infected Raytheon Industries.
You cannot play Disney music. I'll get in trouble.
My first date as a woman, and I was really, really nervous. That was until I realized, Fifi, you're a woman, and that's a man who wants to have sex with you. You're in fucking charge, bitch. You, like Caesar before you, hold the power to forge his dreams into the mortal realm or dash them bloody on the rocks. The intoxicating power coursing through your veins. Ooh. Why even bother fucking him? I went on my first date as a woman, and I was really...
Oh. Man, this... I genuinely just don't know what to say. I said, it's a very different kind of annoying than Mr. Ghost, but jeez. It's almost like, I mean, it's just a car wreck you can't look away from. I'm being sucked into this black hole of these videos. It's something else, man. This is the problem with the internet. Crazy people have always existed. Certainly the crazy's gotten ramped up a lot. But now you can just look through this portal right into this person's life and see the shit they're talking about and doing every day. And it's just mind-boggling. You're like, what is wrong with you? What happened? Where did we go wrong?
This is what it was like going back to my hometown after transitioning. Hey, South Dakota, I'm a woman now and there's nothing you can...
Well, now it's South Dakota. Was it Wisconsin, South Dakota, or California? I don't know.
...can do about it. Well, Fifi, that's great, and we're just so darn happy for you. Pay attention to me! This is what it was like going back to my hometown after transitioning. So after speech therapy, I can't talk in my boy voice anymore. I mean, like I could, but it would be like deciding to poop your own pants. Do you have any idea the sheer power of will you'd have to poop your own pants?
So this is the girl voice. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Pants? Just the Nietzschean Superman you'd have to be to poop your own pants? Transcending the laws of good and evil in diuretic overture. Feculent waste dribbling down your leg as you ascend to a pooey twilight of the gods! What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I can't talk in my boy voice anymore. So after speech therapy, I can't talk...
Oh, this person thinks that... Well, actually, I can't even say that because they're right. They got to perform at the Netflix comedy thing. I'm going to say, they think they're going to be able to go to Hollywood and make it as a comedian? I forget to factor in the trans part. Because if you have the trans thing, you don't need the comedy. You just got to say that you're trans, and then there you go. You know, the comedy is not required at all. All right, this next person, man. Well, you know, let's do one more Fifi video.
I am the Queen of Antifa. My team of cultural Marxist seasons have compiled a list of the latest cancellation. I love canceling. The following delightful things are declared problematic and banished from existence. Sunshine, a mother's love, the mill of cinnamon rolls, milk in cereal, water from now on, and ham. If you'll excuse me, I need to build my nativity scene and sprinkle estrogen pills on the baby Jesus. Gobble them up, little Jazita. AOC for God Emperor. I am...
You know, we almost got away from Fifi without having to see that. I was about to switch to the next account, and I said, you know what? Let's watch one more. One more couldn't hurt. Make sure we get the full picture. I mean, after all, this is for at the end. We're gonna have a vote to see who's the most annoying and see if Mole can stay as number one. Man, we almost got away without seeing that, but why did I have to watch one more? That was something to behold. So I think this is going to be a heavy contender. Because I'm pretty sure there's been several people who've sent me this person's videos. And I've seen her I mean, she's all over TikTok. TikTok loves this person. And, Well, I don't. I think that's just the only way to say it. I've considered making a video about this person several times, and it's just... I could only do it in a live stream, because if I had to actually watch these over and over again while editing a video, man, I might end it all right then and there. So here we go. Contestant number 3. TikTok's most annoying.
To her seat. Spent 10 whole days in the... Did you know in 1971, a 17-year-old girl was sucked out of an airplane after it was struck by lightning. She fell for 2 miles strapped to her seat. Spent 10 whole days in the Amazon jungle. After 10 whole days, she came across a boat where she found gasoline that she poured on herself to get rid of maggots that were on her skin. But by all means, please proceed to tell me how bad your man cold is, while also trying to inform me that women are the weaker sex. No, go on. It's okay. I mean, the fact that it's even called a man cold insinuates that you should probably act like a man when it's happening, instead of a whiny toddler, you know? Oh, it shouldn't be called the man cold? That's insulting? Is that what I hear you saying? What should it be called? Ebola? Influenza? Bronchitis? The dudonic plague? Okay, sorry. No, I'm taking it seriously. Mandemic outbreak. No, I'm really done now. Sorry. No, sure, you have it worse. Yeah, no, you have it worse than every woman. No, once a month, I basically lay an egg, and my body decides to violently rip down the walls of my uterus. But can I get you anything? Did you know in 1971... Did you know in 1970... Welcome to Thursday Thoughts, Things to Remember. The concept of virginity is just a social construct. This ideology was actually created by very weak men who needed their penises to feel more important. I'm here to tell you they're not important. When you have sex for the first time, they take nothing from you, and you lose nothing. Have a great day. Welcome to Thursday Thoughts.
I'm pretty sure that's just biologically not true. Whatever you say, dude.
You cannot heal a man who...
Period. You cannot heal a man. Cause that's like his job. Yeah. I mean, you wanna cheer him on? Fuck, go for it. Go, Brad. Mental health. Go, Brad. Mental health.
You cannot heal a man who...
Did you know that black women have asked us to not call them cis? That it's derogatory and demeaning and takes away from their culture? I learned that from a black woman. And did you know...
Wait. Does she mean cis like S-I-S? Like sister? Or cis as in like what they call regular people? Because if this... why do they get a pass? I hate being called cis. But they don't give a shit when I say I don't like it.
Did you know that black women have asked us to not call them cis? That it's derogatory and demeaning and takes away from their culture? I learned that from a black...
And does she mean actually like cis? Because I don't know if anyone's ever like looked at a black person and been like, hey, cis. But certainly sista, I've heard that before. Is that like, she won't even say the word? It's like the N-word, like it's their word. She's not even allowed to say sista? Is that it? I don't know. I'm already critiquing this too much. We're 8 seconds in.
A black woman. And did you know that indigenous people do not want to be called Native American? It's disrespectful to their culture.
Most of us know that. Yeah, we've heard that. I still do.
As a lesbian who has had my relationships invalidated for their entire existence, I was able to quickly identify that the person who made this original video that I stitched was not only being condescending and invalidating to any woman-loving woman relationship, but his question was purposefully rooted in misogyny and sexism. And so being a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, I personally felt that humor was the way to go, as opposed to spending my time trying to educate someone who has no desire to be educated. That being said, and the fact that you needed to identify yourself as a straight white woman right out of the gate, I think it's important to remember that sometimes we need to take a step back, as opposed to getting defensive when someone from a different marginalized group is speaking.
I love how she thinks that it is like, the fact that you had to identify yourself as a straight white woman right off the bat is like, whoa. What do you do in every single thing that you do on TikTok? You're a lesbian white woman. It's right there. It's written all over your profile. But sure.
You know how they have that little chart in your analytics that tells you your followers by gender? You know, this one where 96.4% of my followers are female and 3.6% are male, I know we're all surprised. I bet 100% of my followers are OCD like I am. No, I did not say this intentionally to hurt you. However, I did say it intentionally as paper, rock, scissors, and it seems to have upset quite a few people. It's a secret society satire, if you will. So I just changed it to be one-off. But everyone seemed so upset about it that I posted it over on Instagram just to see what would happen. You'll never guess, but I got the same comments. So anyway, just because I love...
Well, you hate it. You hate her laugh because it's fake. It's obviously fake. It's put in there for emphasis. I can't stand this.
If a man is supposed to pay for everything, what do y'all do when it's two women?
Sounds like this was a serious question for you. So I think it's important that we talk about it from a serious standpoint.
Lady, you can't be that stupid that you think that this was a serious question. This was not a serious question. It's a joke. It's a troll. Like saying, well, if two men are in a relationship, then who makes the sandwiches? Or when there's two women in a relationship, what do they do with all those sandwiches? It's a joke. It's a joke.
Whenever there are two women together, it's always very important for us to establish who the breadwinner is going to be from the get-go. But sometimes this can be really challenging. I'm sure straight couples see the same issue. One partner happens to be making more than the other. So women-loving women have determined an underground club, if you will. Every night at 8 p.m., we report with our lesbian cards to this underground club. At which point, there's a referee and there's some men that walk around and provide us with drinks and sandwiches. And
see, this bit, I don't even know what the end result of this bit is going to be, but I can guarantee you already right now, this bit would only be funny if you actually believed that there was people who were confused, like the first clip of the guy saying, well, who pays if it's lesbians when they go out to dinner? That is a joke question. Everyone knows that's a joke. But she's, well, this seems like it's serious. And she's got to make this whole bit about it. This bit can't be funny because the premise wasn't real.
We are then required to play a very, very intense game of paper, rock, scissors. I mean, it's like sweat running down the brow, paper, rock, scissors, like, please don't make me pay this week, if you know what I'm saying. Life is tough out here being a woman-loving woman without a man. I don't know how we afford anything. But you know what they say, all is fair in paper, rock, scissors.
Well, at least the other video makes sense now where she was talking about paper, rock, scissors, but did she really think that this was a real question? This?
If a man is supposed to pay for everything, what do y'all do when it's two women?
Sounds like this was a serious question.
It wasn't a serious question. You're an idiot.
I see men comment like this all the time, trying to hurt women. Like our main goal and purpose in life is to attract men. And if we can't catch their eye, well, gosh, our life has just been a waste. But I find it extra hilarious when guys try to use this kind of shit on me. Do you think I look this way so I can attract men? Literally the last fucking thing I want on the planet is for any man to ever fucking look at me twice. I want nothing more than for men to not ever fucking want me. Please! What's even more funny, and it's always the guys that hide behind these fake profiles with no picture. Not to mention his username is, I love to sleep all day. So it appears...
And yet you're responding to it.
I wanted to clear the air and clarify some things for the men that get upset about my videos. This one's for you. So if you...
I can guarantee you already, based off of her reaction to the guy asking about who pays, there's very few men that are actually upset. They're probably trolling her and like making fun of her, but she just doesn't get it. She probably thinks it's, well, this seems like you're being serious. No. Come on.
If you followed me for any amount of time, you've probably seen a video where I talk about holding men accountable. Let's see if we can get through it. This is a video that was removed 2 times by TikTok for community guidelines violation of bullying. The video was not directed at anyone. I was merely stating the facts that men aren't held accountable in a patriarchal society, and they need to do better. With that, of course, I posted it a third time, in which I fought the community guidelines violation, and I won. I made sure to also post this video on Instagram. Well, for some weird reason, the video was re-released off to the FYP over on Instagram. I all of a sudden received this flood of messages and comments from men that were pissed. And the common clapback that I continued to hear from all of them was, "I'm sorry you've had bad experiences with men." Which I find funny for two reasons. The first reason is that you're clearly stating that then it's also a man problem. Basically admitting that because men suck, I now am a feminist, right? But secondly, and most importantly, is that men need to understand that women like me are not necessarily this way because we've had bad experiences with men, but in fact, the opposite. I have had incredible experiences with men in all sorts of different types of relationships. And that is in fact why I am able to hold men to a higher standard. And also why I can call out the bullshit when their standards are so low and they're not held accountable. It's very easy for me to pick out because of the good experiences I have had with men. I know that men are capable of doing so much better. And sadly, it's the women that have not had very good experiences with men that have a harder time holding them accountable and raising their standards. And because in this patriarchal society, women are taught that men are only capable of so much and that we should stay meek.
I think if I just play this video a few more times,
and cover up because we don't want to sexually arouse them.
She'll win the most annoying TikToker.
On and on and on. And I would say that's the majority of women and their experiences in a patriarchal society. And because of that, unfortunately, this low standard for men that's underground continues to be a cycle. And with the birth of feminism and women standing up for themselves, men are enraged because they're being told that their standards are low and they need to be higher. And finally, to some extent, men are being held accountable. So with all of that said, I just wanted to clarify that the fact that I'm a feminist and I fight for women's rights is honestly because I have had amazing men in my life. Yet I am in a society that values patriarchy and control over women. And with that, you can come at me all.
We're in a society, man. Oh yeah, I posted some links to the Discord before I knew how to make the link stay active. It automatically only stays active for like a few hours. So let me see. There we go. So this is one that doesn't go inactive. I guess I don't know. You can you can make them they go inactive. So that's the one that that one should never expire. Man, we technically still haven't even finished this video yet.
All day long because you're upset that my message to women is to hold men accountable and be sure that you are not settling for any less. And my hope is that my videos will resonate with any woman that is currently settling for less and opens her mind to the possibility that she is worth more. And from that day on, she never settles for less.
Why exactly does this softball playing buzzed head has her own bike she's been working on for 6 years and a construction company, contracting company, think that she has any authority to speak to women who actually want men in their lives? I don't understand. What makes her think that she would in any way be an authority to speak on men from the perspective of a woman who wants a man in her life? I'm not sure how that makes sense, but okay.
Hey there, Marky boy. I would love personally nothing more than to explain why abortion is not murder just for you. See, a fetus is nothing more than a parasite. A parasite, by definition, needs a host in order to survive.
Yes.
Without the host, the parasite dies. And the removal of a parasite is not murder, Mark. Also, here's a reminder to get your vasectomy. Hey there, Marky boy. I would love personally nothing more than to explain why abortion is not murder just for you. See, a fetus is nothing more than a parasite. A parasite, by definition, needs a host in order to survive. Without the host, the parasite dies. And the removal of a parasite is not murder, Mark. Also, here's a reminder.
Dude, that gets me, man. It drives me nuts. I think it just has to be a TikTok thing. But that was one of my sayings for a while on the old TikTok videos, was just the holy jump cuts, Batman. Because it's just every 2 words.
What is that?
Ew. You guys, come look at this. Happy
Oh, God. I mean, I'll give you that. This is a gross video.
Happy Thursday. So my son and my daughter both started playing football this week. Yep, tackle football, and yes, I said my son and my daughter.
Gasp.
She's
What
8
an
and she
edgy
tackles
person.
like a motherfucker. That being said, it started up a conversation about participation trophies between me and some other parents. And the league my daughter and my son are playing in is not a participation trophy type league. They actually have to earn it. So after this conversation and on my drive home, I started thinking to myself, how ironic. The people that are usually the most upset about participation trophies are these so-called alpha males, these tough guys. But these are also the men that are...
It's amazing how they just construct these worlds in their head. It's like you've only ever spoken to people who think these same things, so it just repeats itself. You know, they make this bubble, and then the stories reinforce themselves as they keep going. It's just this game of telephone, and they all keep telling themselves these things. It used to be, you know, well, women should just be equal to men. And then somehow this game of telephone inside the like lesbian, LGBTQ, whatever community just has now ended up in the alpha male white man is the root of all evil and has actually been secretly, I don't know, decapitating lesbians. Like, it's just like, it's usually, you know, the alpha male type who thinks, what? What are you talking about?
That are handed participation trophies right out of the womb, thanks to patriarchy. And while I guarantee this will upset those men that I'm saying they were handed these participation trophies, they literally walk around flashing their trophy everywhere they go. In fact, they're active
I certainly do that with my
participants in
penis, but I don't
benefiting
know
from
about
it.
my...
When setting their bar
You
for
could call it a
standards,
trophy if
they
you want, I
assist
guess.
in digging the hole in the ground where the bar goes. Then they'll tell you they've worked really hard to earn everything they've got. How ironic. Happy Thursday. So my...
It's the smugness of the laugh that tells you that it's fake, right? The condescending manner of it. That's not a real thing. This, oh, this one right here. This is one that I don't understand because I feel like they know why. So if you can't see it, this comment says, my daughter is a wrestler. There's been dads who refuse to allow their sons to wrestle against her. And then this person, Dragonflies and Whiskey, which is this person, responded with, of course, eye roll. Afraid she'll beat them more likely. So you gotta be lying. You got to be disingenuous. Do you not understand? You really don't know why a father might not want his son wrestling a girl. You just there's it must be because they're afraid that they'll lose. You can't be serious. I mean, they have to be. This is a joke. It's an inside joke. It's a joke that they're all in on. You're telling me that you can't come up with any other conceivable reason why a father wouldn't want his son to wrestle a girl. Sure. It's because he'll lose.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the WeMad board meeting. I'm so delighted that we could have it outside today. This one should be a pretty fast meeting. That should come as no surprise to anyone, seeing as women typically get things done faster than men. Except when it comes to the bedroom, am I right? I only have one bill that I'm going to propose on the agenda. Once I have a unanimous vote, we can have Doug bring us some lunch. Without further ado, I'll jump right in. Women Making All Decisions, aka WeMad, proposes Bill 666B today. This bill will authorize deadly force to stop an abortion. Let me clarify what that actually means. This bill will authorize anyone with a uterus who experiences an irresponsible ejaculation with any man. She is entitled to deadly force. Seeing as irresponsible ejaculation is 100% the cause of all unwanted pregnancies, we really see this as the best solution, okay? If I could just get a quick vote, okay? Yep.
Oh man, Vic, you're right. Dude, if you took that guy's like voice and mannerisms and then made a deep fake with this woman's face, like put it on there, Yeah, that would be the well, I would say, like, I was gonna say like the like poor man's Rappaport, but I mean that's Rappaport's already second rate, so it would just be another version of Rappaport.
Yep. All right, unanimous again. Did you just pass a bill allowing anyone with uterus to kill a man? No, Dougie boy. Only if he irresponsibly ejaculates. In which case, yes. Why do you have a sweatshirt on, Doug? I specifically brought this meeting outside so you'd wear less clothing. Anyway, we're ready for our lunch. Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the WeMad board meeting.
Man, I don't get it. What was even the point? I'm not going to play it again.
What's more likely? A lesbian woman having an unwanted pregnancy?
The answer is B. Matt Gaetz is 100% more likely to never get laid. That's my final answer. Thank you.
What's more?
Welcome and thanks for being here for today's podcast. Thanks to our listeners, we just found out we were voted #1 in the category for men's dating and marriage advice. Today is Monday, July 25th, 2050, celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the U.S. becoming a matriarchy. So today's podcast is a special one. We'll focus on tips to look after your wife. This one's for the husbands. #1, always have dinner ready. Plan ahead, even the night before, to have a delicious meal on time. This is the way of letting her know that you have been thinking about her, and you are concerned about her needs. Most women are hungry when they come home, and the prospects of a good meal are part of the warm welcome needed. #2, prepare yourself. Take 15 minutes to rest so you will be refreshed when she arrives. Be sure to be cleanly shaven. Take an extra shower if needed. She has just been with a lot of work-weary people. Be a little gay and a little more interesting. Her boring day may need a lift. A few don'ts before we hop off today. Don't greet her with problems or complaints. Don't complain if she's late for dinner. Count that as minor compared to what she's gone through today. That's all the time we have today. See you next time. Welcome and thanks for being here for today's podcast.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Happy Monday. Pretty sure at this point I've completely lost my mind. So what do I think to do? Hop on TikTok and make a video. Naturally. I'm feeling pretty stressed from some pretty major changes around our fucked up political atmosphere and the fact that the world keeps proving to me that it actually hates women. I am also moving in 7 days exactly. Not anywhere far, just 20 minutes from where I currently live. And while exciting, moving is also very stressful. I've got some unhealthy coping mechanisms. One of them happens to be driving aggressively when I'm already stressed out and literally getting pissed at everyone and everything around me. Sounds healthy. But another unhealthy coping mechanism I found I have is to focus on something
so
trivial
annoying.
when I'm stressed about very large things. You know, something fucking petty. Therefore, I'd like to share something petty with you today. Something that just gets under my fucking skin. And since it's Monday, let's focus on something to do with work. Fucking emails. You know what I can't fucking stand that people do in emails? The goddamn ... The ellipsis, or plural ellipses. First of all, everyone who uses them has forgotten what they actually mean. You can see here that they are periods in groups of usually 3 or sometimes 4. They signal either that something has been omitted from quoted text, or that a speaker or writer has paused or trailed off in speech or thought. Got it? But instead I find people using ... aggressively, and it's on my fucking nerves. For example, last week I sent a recap email. It was huge.
We're not even halfway through this one. I can't do it. I can't do this one. Next one. Can't do any that have
Welcome
music
to the
either.
WeMad Saturday edition of ASMR in the Car, a special spoken word series. Thanks to my recent inspiration provided to you by TikTok Suspension. This one's for you. This one's titled Advice for My Hetero Sisters. Patriarchy sucks, and toxic men can suck it. Out of all the shitty men in the world, there's only a few worth fucking. Don't waste your time with any mediocre man. They can't even find the clitoris, while every lesbian can. We've eliminated our protections that used to lie under Roe. It's time to pack up your suitcase and off to be a lesbian. You will go. Sex with cis men is now dangerous, like any loaded gun. So why take any chances when lesbians are way more fun? If it's the alone time that makes you nervous, lesbians are always willing to go slow. And the most exciting thing you'll find out is that you've actually never had a low libido. Thank you and have a great Saturday. Welcome to the WeMad Saturday edition.
You know, if I had to guess, I'd say mid 30s, maybe mid to late 30s. Could be 40, but definitely looks like definitely looks like it could be a hard 50. But you're right. It's probably she's probably not actually that old. That's just one of those things that happens.
So how's everyone's summer going in the States? I'll go first. So I work from home, and I've got kids here for the summer, and it's really great. It's pretty convenient, actually. While working from home, sometimes I have very important conference calls. These conference calls are likely to be video and audio. I always make it a habit to let my kids know well in advance that I have these calls, and to please be respectful. Typically, they oblige. Today they heard me, I got the thumbs up, we were good to go. For the 3 hours prior to my call, after notifying my children, they did not interrupt me one time. 1 o'clock hits, I'm looking at these people on my computer screen. They're very professional in their suits. No more than 5 minutes into this phone call, my son walks right into the room on camera to let me know that he just had a giant poopy and he clogged the toilet, but he didn't clog the toilet because of too much toilet paper use. He clogged it because his poopy was really big. This phone call was only 20 minutes long. I only needed 20 minutes.
Kid was just asserting his dominance. That was an alpha move, kid. Alpha move. You need to put your mom in her place. Go unclog the toilet, Mom. Quit pretending that you have a job like a man. Kidding. It's a joke. Calm down.
And to completely round this story out, I just came to get my mail. And I had this addressed to me from Jehovah's Witnesses. It says a peaceful new world is near. So how's everyone's summer going in the States? I'll go first.
Oh, man.
You saw what just
This is it. She's going to be so pissed.
happened there, right? In fact, look up any of the videos that you find online regarding this specific parade. Multiple Sesame Street characters passed over black kids, then very blatantly went over to white kids and hugged them. I also had somebody share one of these videos with me.
I'm really glad that the leftists have recently exposed this secret cabal of white supremacist mascots that has apparently existed right under our noses across the whole country. Because there was another one that happened. There's the Sesame Street one. Then there was the other one that, what was that, Chuck E. Cheese or something. Then there was another one that just happened. Apparently, there has been this underlying evil in our country that no one knew about. It's worse than the Illuminati. I mean, it's this secret organization of racist mascots. I had no idea. But I'm glad that the leftists have been here to expose this for us. We've all learned now. Someone needs to go like full Alex Jones, you know, when he was able to get into the Bohemian Grove. Surely there's a Bohemian Grove style thing with just hundreds of people, of course all white men with swastikas tattooed on their chests, that meet together in costumes. Not furries, but the guy who's dressed up as the saber-toothed tiger at the Predators hockey games, you know, the mascot, like those guys. There's a meeting where this happens, and they all get together and they sacrifice a black child. It's the only logical conclusion from all of this stuff. It's the only thing that makes any sense.
Now I just continue to see them, and I'm fucking outraged for several reasons, and you should be too. I'm not here to speak on the BIPOC community and their experiences because I am not part of it. But I will.
Ah, yes, the BIPOCs. The BIPOCs. Let alone that BIPOC. It sounds to me like some kind of food that would be on Futurama. You know when they had those like Pop It things? The BIPOCs. Yeah, we're going down to... Me, Fry, Lilo, and the Professor are going down to get a bag of BIPOCs.
I'll speak from a white person's perspective, a white person that also happens to be a mother to 3 kids. If I fucking saw this shit happen to me in front of my face, and any sort of character was giving my children priority over any other child in the fucking audience, I would have flipped my shit. You know, because that's what pro-life actually means. You care about children that are here, but this goes so much deeper than just what happened right there on the surface. Let's talk critical race theory. Remember, for a little while there, that's all you heard about was critical race theory and how we shouldn't have it in schools because it's so sensitive, that kids are too young to hear about racial injustice. If you don't understand what critical race theory was all about, you can see right here, critical race theory, simply put, states the U.S. social institutions, example, the criminal justice system, education system, labor market, housing market, and healthcare system are laced with racism embedded in laws, regulations, rules, and procedures that lead to differential outcomes by race.
Yeah, continue,
it's fucking
sure,
facts.
yeah.
Yet they argued that
It's
they don't
facts.
want this in schools because kids are too young to hear about it. White kids. Let's get down to the facts. Political institutions, lawmakers are trying to whitewash history. They want to make sure that white kids know that they're still in power in this society. But they've sugarcoated it to make it sound like it's just it's a lot for little kids to handle. Funny because BIPOC children,
Which is literally not the argument that anyone makes, but go ahead, continue to talk out of your ass.
from birth
I
are
actually liked it.
immediately
No.
faced with racism on a
I had a joke, but now it's not going to hit right because I ruined the flow. Damn it, son of a bitch.
daily basis. They're literally living it. Yet we want to sit here and make sure that white children are comfortable, right? I want my children to know every fucking gory detail. In fact, I want my children to see this shit happening at a Sesame Street parade.
Oh, yeah. They love that, man. They act as if Google, and then the first thing that Google tells you, not even the first result on Google, the thing that comes up that is from Google, they act like that's the thing. There was somebody's TikTok that I saw who's some activist with some activist group, I don't know. Use that as like a this person that is arguing with me in the comments on TikTok, they said they don't even trust Google. Can you believe that? This person thinks they can argue with me and they don't even trust Google. Imagine being that brainwashed and that I don't know what's having such an appeal to authority that you just can't even comprehend that someone may find a result on Google. And I said, not even the result, the thing that pops up, like she just pulled up, the CRT thing, the thing that pops up, and they might question it. That is beyond the pale. Cease. No. Bow before your overlords.
And immediately get pissed. I better goddamn see my kids call out racial injustice when they see it. In fact, I would applaud my children for dragging that character in the Sesame Street parade over to those black children to make sure that they got the fucking attention they deserve. If you're watching this and you think you want your little white kids to be comfortable in the classroom, not have to hear about the fucking reality that BIPOC kids face, then you're part of the goddamn problem. You're feeding into the America KKK fucking culture. So congratulations when your kid joins the cult or becomes the next school mass shooter because they've got that privilege and that little chip on their shoulder that tells them they're better than anyone else on this planet. And in fact, this goes even deeper. Lawmakers are now.
What do you think will make a kid have a chip on his shoulder? Trying to make sure that your kids grow up in an age-appropriate way, enjoying every stage of life when you're a kid, or the crazy lesbian lady who comes over and screams at you and calls you a piece of shit. What do you think is more likely to cause developmental issues here that could possibly put a chip on their shoulder that stays with them? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud over here.
Now actually trying to pass bills that will change the way history was written. They want to erase the Holocaust and pretend like it never happened. They literally want to rewrite the history books. And this should enrage everybody. They're attempting to do exactly what they've done with Christian control. By rewriting the Bible over and over, it continues to suit their needs and their desire for control. Now they're trying to instill it in our children at a very young age. They're literally trying to ban books and rewrite history. So not only will we not see the social and racial injustices that are happening right now, but history will continue to repeat itself. Nobody should want that.
We hear a lot about the things that they're literally doing, but we never literally get any examples. So I literally don't know what to make of that. All right, one more from Mr. Dragonflies and Whiskey. Hopefully this doesn't go as sideways as it did when I pulled up one more video from Fifi. One more video. Well, I always got to skip the ones that just have stupid music because I can't play it.
Sales are really looking down. I wonder... Oh, hey, come on in. Hey, yeah, sorry to bother you. Your 10 o'clock is here. Oh, great. Send him on in. Hey, welcome, Jesus. It's great to meet you. Come on in. Mary and Joseph couldn't make it. Anyway, thanks for coming all the way out to the Mountaineer Motel. Sounds like it was a little ways from home. Hopefully traffic wasn't too bad. Anyway, I don't have a lot of time, so let's jump right in. I posted an article letting everyone know that sales were down, see if anyone had any great ideas. You know, something we could add to each room, maybe an amenity, something complimentary. It would help people to choose the Mountaineer Motel over other motels in the area. I had quite a few people reach out. Sounds like they've got some propositions on the table. You know, right before you got here, Alla left. He made a pretty compelling case. But we're equal opportunity here, so I wanted to give you a chance to pitch. What you got for me, Jesus? I've got this book. I think it needs to be in every drawer of every bedside table in every motel room. Not really sure how a book's gonna sell it, Jesus. Have you seen my Instagram? I have more followers than Allah. I've convinced them that without it, they're going to a bad place when they die. Oh, in that case, sold! Sales are really...
What? Wait. That must have just gone right over my head, because what was the point of that? All right, let me try this again.
Looking down, I wonder... Oh, hey, come on in. Hey, yeah, sorry to bother you. Your 10 o'clock is here. Oh, great. Send him on in. Hey, welcome, Jesus. It's great to meet you. Come on in. Mary and Joseph couldn't make it. Anyway, thanks for coming all the way out to the Mountaineer Motel. Sounds like it was a little ways from home. Hopefully traffic wasn't too bad. Anyway, I don't have a lot of time, so let's jump right in. I posted an article letting everyone know that sales were down, see if anyone had any great ideas. You know, something we could add to each room, maybe an amenity, something complimentary. It would help people to choose the Mountaineer Motel over other motels in the area. I had quite a few people reach out. Sounds like they've got some propositions on the table. You know, right before you got here, Alla left. He made a pretty compelling case. But we're equal opportunity here, so I wanted to give you a chance to pitch. What you got for me, Jesus? I've got this book. I think it needs to be in every drawer of every bedside table in every motel room. Not really sure how a book's gonna sell it, Jesus. Have you seen my Instagram? I have more followers than Allah. I've convinced them that without it, they're going to a bad place when they die. Oh, in that case, sold!
I guess it's just supposed to be funny. What was the, Yeah, Vic, absolutely. This woman performed right after Fifi at the Netflix comedy special thing, but I guess it's just supposed to be funny, which it's not. But what was the underlying point of this? I mean, I'm sure there was something that I was supposed to get out of this. Just that it's stupid that there's Bibles in hotels? Is that it? Is that the only thing? Lisa says you are so creative. Yeah, that was very creative. I don't... I'm seeing that the comments can explain this. It really just is that they don't think there should be Bibles in church or in hotels. That's really all it is. I guess shame on me for thinking that there would actually be something to this. Yeah, this is. Oh yeah, this would. No, they'll give her own show, man. So, yeah, Da Ghost, Fifi, the transgender comedian, Dragonflies and Whiskey. I don't know where that name came from, but Dragonflies here. The softball coach. And just to defend his title, I figure we should go through a few clips from Mole just to refresh our memory.
Name is, and you don't want to tell them? What do you do if your friends keep asking you what your dead name is, and
winner.
you don't want to tell them? Well, It is extremely rude and offensive to ask a trans person what their dead name is. And you have every right to feel offended
Hey, if we're gonna
and
vote,
to not want to tell them. It's called a dead name for a reason, you know? That name is dead to them now. They do not associate or identify with that name. And so the next time that someone asks you, you can say, I know you're curious, but that's actually extremely rude to ask. And considering that name is dead to me, it's useless, and I don't use it or go by it anymore. There is absolutely no reason for you to know it, and I don't feel comfortable letting you know it. What do you do if your friends keep asking you what your dead name is?
This is important information.
Every time I have
it's
to
worthy going. I mean, we should go over it again anyway, just because it's good to know.
What are some gender-neutral compliments that you can give to a non?
Oh shit! This was the one that they gave me a copyright strike for last time. I gotta skip this one.
So I finally started watching the newest season of The Owl House this weekend, and one.
Oh, son of a bitch! This video.
Matching my glasses to my outfit. Yeah. Some people say I'm a pretty fun guy, and they're not wrong. People also like to say that I'm happy as a daisy. Now, I don't know what that means.
Maybe I should have played Mole's videos first, because now it's just making you go, of course, Mole's got to win again. I should have played Mole first. It's not fair to play Mole right before the votes come in. I mean, that's just painful. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we will be placing our votes for the most annoying TikToker round 2. And let's see if Mole can defend his title, the King of Kings. I guess I'll do what I did last time. To be fair, I played one clip from each person back to back before we vote, just so we can all remember. Let's see, where's the good? Let's see, what's a good one from our good friend the Ghost. Where's his one talking about? Oh, here we go.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. So now that we're transitioning from one pandemic into another, that's just a joke. This is me hypothetically speaking. The monkeypox, which I'm not even gonna call it by that name. My wife and I did some research. We found out that is a racist name, so I'm not gonna call it that. I'm gonna call it the pox. Are you telling me the pox? From what they're saying here, by the way, this is bullshit. It's spread by gay men and lesbians? By the gay community? What? I mean, I know that conservatives go far. I know that right-wingers and conservatives really pull by every string that they can to offend somebody, especially the people that they don't like. But this is ridiculous. I mean, in the 2 years that I've been doing this professionally, I've heard some of the craziest things from the right-wing side. But my God, man, this is embarrassing, man. For real. I mean, it really is. It really, really is. And yes, it will harm everyone if we continue with this propaganda. I don't know, man. What do y'all think? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Don't forget to subscribe to my YT channel. New video dropping in like 2 hours. Follow me on IG, Twitter, and if you can, please support the channel on Patreon. Come join
the one, the only, the Ghost. Of course, Fifi. Let's see. Which one should we? Which one? Oh, where is it?
Terrible men are on dating apps. My girlfriends tried to warn me, and I'm like, oh, how bad can it be? Everybody's a reasonable person. Then I became a woman on Tinder, and I was like, bye! By the way, I want to tell you a little something about a woman's hormones. Because sexists believe that a woman's hormones make her go crazy 4 days of the month. But what they really are is a divine message from God about how stupid all the men in her life are. Ladies, we walk around in a stupor most of the time going, I sure do love my boyfriend. But then the hormones hit you and you're like, this piece of shit. He's 40 years old and he wants something casual. I had no idea how
The comedy stylings of Fifi, who was performed at the Netflix Comedy Festival. Our resident softball coach.
So how's everyone's summer going in the States? I'll go first. So I work from home and I've got kids here for the summer and it's really great. It's pretty convenient actually. While working from home, sometimes I have very important conference calls. These conference calls are likely to be video and audio. I always make it a habit to let my kids know well in advance that I have these calls and to please be respectful. Typically they oblige. Today they heard me, I got the thumbs up, we were good to go. For the 3 hours prior to my...
I can't stand this video just because of that static noise that comes up every single time that she does a jump cut. I mean, damn.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the WeMad board meeting. I'm so delighted that we could have it outside today. This one should be a pretty fast meeting. That should come as no surprise to anyone, seeing as women typically get things done faster than men. Except when it comes to the bedroom, am I right? I only have one bill that I'm going to propose on the agenda. Once I have a unanimous vote, we can have Doug bring us some lunch. Without further ado, I'll jump right in. Women Making All Decisions, aka WeMad, proposes Bill 666B today. This bill will authorize deadly force to stop an abortion. Let me clarify what that actually means. This bill will authorize anyone with a uterus who experiences an irresponsible ejaculation with any man. She is entitled to deadly force. Seeing as irresponsible ejaculation is 100% the cause of all unwanted pregnancies, we really see this as the best solution, okay? If I could just get a quick vote, okay? Yep. Aye? Alright, unanimous again! Did you just pass a bill allowing anyone with a uterus to kill a man? No, Dougie boy. Only if he irresponsibly ejaculates. In which case, yes. Why do you have a sweatshirt on, Doug? I specifically brought this meeting outside so you'd wear less clothing. Anyway, we're ready for our lunch. Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the...
Oh, yep.
You! Yeah!
And the one, the only,
Happy International Non-Binary
Mr. Mole!
Wow! Today is all about celebrating who you are and knowing that it's okay to be you and that there's no right or wrong way to live or be non-binary. If you say you're non-binary...
All right, Mole, that's enough out of you. We all know what's going on with Mole. So, the votes are place your votes. It's gonna be between Ghost, Fifi, Dragonflies, and Mole. Who is the worst TikToker out there, or the most annoying? Don't forget, while you're placing your votes, please feel free to send in a super chat, support the channel, and keep us going for round 3 of the most annoying TikTokers. Enjoy the music. Man, are we gonna have our the round 2 is still gonna result in Mole holding onto his crown? Man, Mole's gonna hold on to his crown. I can't believe it. We still got to wait for a few more votes to come in. There's still a few people who haven't voted yet. Thank you guys for the super chats. If you can help me out, I'd appreciate it, because every time I do these, they always... pretty much all my live streams, they immediately take ads off of them. So if you get there early before I start talking, you may have gotten an ad. But then they get rid of them immediately, and I don't even get any of the pennies that I would have gotten. They love to mess with me on that, man. He's the guy that makes you lean over to your buddy and go, dude, can we go to a different bar? I just can't even stand to be next to this guy. I can't listen to him anymore. Hey, it's understandable. I think just being on TikTok in general might be put you as the most annoying TikToker. Just in case you need some inspiration, you can still see them. Even with the sound off, it's still annoying. Oh, Fifi's got the crazy eyes for sure. Well, now we have to have one more person vote. Jim, you gotta jump in. It's a tie between Ghost and Mole right now. All right, guys, we just need one more. But if you vote for Fifi or Dragonflies, I swear to God. Right now, we're 40-40 and 10-10. Like I said, get your alt accounts out, you know. You gotta vote again, I guess. Send in a cooler in the dead of night. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. We still got a few people in the chat who have not voted. We just need one. Don't make me play it again, because I will play his videos again. I'll do it. I knew that was going to happen since I said you better not. I've been on the internet before. So we had a vote for Fifi, which means Ghost and Mole are still tied. I knew, but it always happens. If I say don't vote for one of these, that's who people are going to vote for. I mean, that's just the way of the world, man.
Get to know about me. I'll start. This is a
I think I'm dying. But that's okay. Be more
It's all right. We can scroll through these other TikToks until we get one vote.
Only interested in trans.
Oh, we might as well check in on Dylan. Hey, we got an update from Dylan. Day 150 of being a girl.
This weekend, they almost got to me. It's day 150 of being a girl, and babe, ooh, the haters almost got me.
I can't vote. It won't let me. I'm not gonna leave the poll.
Put them up.
Looking like that, and I just pick. That's just not how it works.
And I'm doing my makeup, so I thought we could celebrate day 150 with the Makeup Monday. I want to show you where my skills are at. I think I've gotten a lot better. So to preface, I still am learning makeup. I don't really know what I'm doing, so if you see something that looks like I'm doing it wrong...
Vic, please don't be a bigot. Some girls can have mustaches. It's actually very common in Latin America.
Okay, we're starting on the eyes, so that if there's any fallout, I can clean it up super easy, and I don't have to worry about ruining my face makeup. Curling the lashes. In order to match the outfit, we're gonna do a pink eye, which, ew, I hope I don't look like I have pink eye. I'm going in with this pink as the base. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. Trust the process. Taking a white, and I'm gonna put this in my inner eyelid to kind of open it up.
Or if we have any, I guess if we have undecided voters, I should be playing Ghost and Mole. We've had 12 votes. We just need one more. There's a few people in the chat who have not voted. Unless you want me to... That's quite a freeze frame. Oh, man.
It's day 150 of being...
Ah, Dylan, get out of here. All right, I guess we got to go through the tiebreaker. I'll pick a random video from Ghost and see how he does. My opinion on the Depp Heard trial. There we go. Bring it on, Ghost. As soon as I turn on the volume.
So recently, my wife and I have been following the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard trial. And I know most of us are aware of the situation, so if you don't know, just Google Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and you'll find it immediately. But as a true feminist, as someone that is married and puts my wife on a fucking pedestal, literally, I will tell you, domestic...
Literally. Like, bro. Literally.
Domestic violence, mental and physical abuse is something that my wife and I pride ourselves in not being involved with and leaving it the hell out of our marriage. Don't think domestic abuse goes just from men to women.
His ass or his wife's
It
ass?
also goes
Or both.
from women to men. And don't get that twisted. Most of the male domestic violence just doesn't get reported. Most men think, I can take it, I'm a man. It's okay. But it really truly isn't. It's actually far from okay. These things happen on a daily basis. But because of the social norm that women don't do that, that is a vast misconception. Men get abused all the time. It's just society tells them to man the fuck up. And what's crazy is that almost all men do man up. But there are some men that just can't. So they just bottle it in and bottle it in until one day they explode and sometimes lead to a dark, deep, dark path. But it happens daily. Domestic abuse is wrong no matter the gender, no matter the identity or whoever the person is, irrelevant. But the construct or the norm of men needing to take it.
Wait, do I actually agree with the ghost on something? Like, is he actually saying that he doesn't like Amber Heard? And he thinks Johnny Depp was abused? I don't know.
And bottle it in, that needs to end immediately. It needed to end yesterday. These are just my opinions, but what are yours? Please comment below.
Way to not take an official stand on that. I mean, he didn't actually say which side he was on, but it kind of sounded like that he was defending Johnny Depp a little bit. I don't know. Either way, look at that face. God, what an annoying son of a bitch. So if you think he's the most annoying, vote the ghost. Now for our reigning champion. Oh, God.
Are you a girl or a boy? There hasn't been one single day of camp where a kid hasn't asked me my gender. And every day they ask me, I always say, I'm glad you asked. Because I know they're young, they're curious, and they just want to know. I am you. What? Happens every time. And I'm really grateful because the other counselors will just back me up. Yeah.
Oh,
Mo's just
man.
Mo, baby. And I really just hope that this summer
Mo is just
I can
Mo,
teach them
baby.
that you don't have to be anything other than you. You're more than enough just by being you. Woo!
Oh, man. Look at those faces. We got this guy. Oh, man. Oh, is that it? We went Mole? Mr. Mole? 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 Mal? Mole? Whatever it is. Man, I can't believe Mole is holding on to his title. Damn. What an upset for the up-and-comer, the Ghost. Wow. I can't believe it. We'll have to see. We'll have to do a round 3 and see if anyone can dethrone Mr. Fuzz 99, Mole himself. Man, I can't believe it. I mean, look at that face. I thought for sure that might beat good old Mole. But I get it. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Everyone's favorite, Mole. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been TikTok Tuesday. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the super chats. Don't forget you still have time to send some in before we're done. Help support the channel. Help support me. hit like. Make sure if you're subscribed, you still have the notifications. You have the notifications turned on, because that recently just like went to almost zero for people getting notifications on my stats. It says that it's basically nothing now, which didn't used to be the case. So check it, see if you still have the notifications on. You're still subscribed. Check out the merch, but as always, just come and hang out. Come and hang out on the streams. We'll have to do round 3 of the most annoying TikTokers on next Tuesday. See if Mole can be dethroned. Maybe we'll just keep doing the most annoying TikTokers until Mole gets dethroned, and then I'll come up with a different bit for TikTok. I think that he's gonna hold it for quite a while. I mean, damn. It's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. Good old Mole. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I will probably... I think I'm going to play Stray again tomorrow night. I'm done for tonight. And, of course, I'll see you on Friday. My name is Swamp Johnson. And this has been TikTok Tuesday.